everybody, and welcome back to the channel Fragrance Journey. Hopefully everybody's having a blessed day. Hopefully everybody has a blessed week coming up. It's been a while since I've done a video, been doing a lot of live streams, sort of been out of pocket, so it's definitely good to get back making some videos. I was tagged by my brother Equality Fragrances to do the 3 notes and then 3 fragrances for each note tag video. So it took me a while to get this out. The notes that I'm gonna do are probably gonna be way different from anybody else. I'm gonna go with civet, I'm gonna go with castoreum, and I'm probably gonna be the only male in the fragrance community on YouTube to do the note of tuberose. As you all know, I do enjoy the note of tuberose. I had a couple different fragrances I could have went with, but I decided to go with these 3. First of all, let's start with the note of civet. It's one that people don't really care for. I actually really enjoy it. To me, I like it when it leans more on the pissy side. And the first fragrance we'll start with is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. That is Leather Oud. This is a lot of civet. It's got leather. It's got smoke. It's got oud. This is just an amazing, amazing animalic, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. This is the original formulation. You can't get any better than this if you're talking about some animalic. I may end up getting another bottle of this, but it will definitely have to be the original formulation. The next one I'm gonna go with is one that I haven't heard really anybody speak of. The only person that's spoken of this house is my brother. He Smells Like Rome. Shout out to you, brother. And as I was looking through their fragrance catalog on Fragrantica, a lot of fragrances look nice, but this one seemed to have some of the notes that I really enjoy. This one has oud, civet, amber, and leather. I think it also has some floral nuances to it. The fragrance I'm talking about is Aim Fauve, and this is from the house of Hayari. This is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful woody, ambery. It's got some oud, but it's definitely got that pissy civet in it, which just, to me, makes the fragrance a little bit sweet, which is kind of interesting in this composition. The civet, to me, makes this fragrance a little bit sweet. This is one definitely people sleeping on. If you ain't got your nose on Aim Fauve or Aim Fauve, definitely get your nose on that one from the house of Hayari. The next one up is one that could have made the tuberose list. It also made it for the civet. This one I've been questioned about a lot. This is from my brother Miguel Matow. Shout out to you, my brother. He's doing really big things. This was a bottle when I saw it. I knew I had to add it to my collection, and that is Jungle Jezebel. And that bottle's just crazy. It looks really great in my collection, in my cage. So it's definitely one I like. This is bubblegum, banana, civet, and it's got some floral nuances, but I think it's more of a tuberose. And this one starts off to me with the heavy bubblegum and banana. But as it starts to dry down, the civet, you still got florals, but the civet is just humongous. I think it's a really beautiful, beautiful fragrance. It goes from sweet to floral to just heavy civet. And I definitely enjoy it. Next up, we're going to go with the note of castoreum. This is a note that some people can't stand. I'm a leatherhead as far as fragrances. So castoreum to me sometimes can take a fragrance and make it more of a darker leather fragrance in my eyes. So first one we're going to start with is one that I haven't heard anybody speak of this one. You may hear me say this a couple times during this video, but this is from the house of Homo elegans. This is Quality of Flesh. This fragrance to me smells like pepper and just straight up castoreum and like sweaty skin. I know that sounds kind of weird. The notes on this one are styrax, leather, civet, black pepper, and patchouli. You get a little bit of patchouli. It's not a lot. But this one, like it says, Quality of Flesh, is like sweaty flesh. It sounds kind of gross to most people, but if you like animalic fragrances, you get the black pepper, so it's got some spices with the animalic notes. The castoreum makes it kind of a leather fragrance. It's a really, really wonderful fragrance. Definitely check that out, Quality of Flesh. The next one up I'm going to talk about is from the house of Francesca Bianchi, and this one is Lover's Tale. The notes on this one are leather, castoreum, orris, mimosa, honey, and labdanum. And this is an amazing, dark, leathery, it's got the orris butter or orris root that makes it kind of earthy. I don't get a lot of the mimosa, but this is definitely on the darker side. That's one thing I like about Francesca Bianchi. Her fragrances to me tend to be on the more daring, darker, beautiful side, and the castoreum in this makes it leathery and just really, really dark. I really enjoy this one. The next one up is from the house of Papillon Perfumery, and this one is just crazy. This one, to me, could make a jasmine list. It could also make a castoreum list. It's got some hyrax. It's got some cumin or cumin. This is an amazing, amazing fragrance. The one I'm talking about is Salome from the house of Papillon Perfumery. This is crazy. This to me is a really dirty, dirty jasmine. It's got that leathery castoreum in there. It's also got some styrax in there also. This is definitely on the more animalic of the animalic fragrances you might smell, but it does have that beautiful jasmine note, which makes it floral, which kind of balances everything out. But if you like castoreum, if you like animalic fragrances, if you like dirty jasmine fragrances, definitely check this one out. That'll finish up castoreum. Let's get to one of my favorite notes. Tuberose. First, we'll go with the house of Histoire de Parfums, and we'll go with Tuberose Animal 3. The notes are tobacco, immortelle, plum, and woody notes. This is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful masculine dark tuberose fragrance. It has the immortelle note, sort of like, I think it's 1740 Marquise de Sade or de Sade. But this one to me, it's got plum, it's got the tuberose in it, which to me brighten it up. It's not as dark as the Marquise de Sade with the darker leather immortelle type thing. This one has some tobacco, it has some tuberose, which really brighten up the composition. The immortelle and the tobacco can make it kind of dark, but the tuberose is always peeking its head out, and this is just a stunner to me. I don't, again, hear many people talk about this. I don't think a lot of guys like tuberose, but tuberose is one of my favorite accords. So if you get a chance to check out Histoire de Parfum Tuberose Animal number 3, definitely check it out. The next one up we're going to talk about is another house. And this one, when I first got it, leaned a little bit lighter to me on the tuberose. I usually like a darker, more masculine tuberose, but this one to me is just so beautiful. This one is beautiful. It's got some gourmand aspects to it too. And the one I'm talking about is Frank Barclay, and that is cocaine. The notes on this one are lily, caramel, tuberose, vanilla. I think it say Manoi oil, but you definitely get a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful tuberose, beautiful soft tuberose. The caramel is what really brings it out to me with the tobacco and vanilla. This one is just a stunner. This is a stunner of a tuberose fragrance. You got to give it some time to develop on your skin. Smelling it from the bottle, you're going to instantly think caramel and tuberose. The tobacco comes in. It's got a beautiful vanilla note in it too. It's just a stunning, stunning tuberose fragrance. The last one is one that I think is one of my favorite fragrances in my collection. Again, it's one that nobody really speaks of. It's a house that nobody really speaks of. I've got three compositions from the house, and I definitely want more. I'm not sure what else I want yet, but the fragrance I'm talking about is from the house of Malfacini, and that is Odor 93. This is tuberose, this is narcissus, this is tobacco, this is vetiver, this is birch leaf, this is sage, clove. It's got some oud in it, but man, oh man, this is just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful execution of a fragrance. This is what I call artwork. This is just a beautiful, beautiful composition. You got a really beautiful tuberose, but you've also got some tobacco. You've also got a little bit of vetiver. You've got some darkness from some oud. You got some spiciness from cumin. You got some birch leaf. This fragrance is, everybody that I have told about this fragrance that have gotten their nose on it and that are into the note of tuberose have just really been impressed with this fragrance. And it is just one of a kind. This is one of those ones that puts me at a loss for words when I talk about it, because it's just so damn good. And that's my video. Those are the fragrances I picked out. I picked up more fragrances recently that I could have added to the list, but these were the ones that I actually have spent time with and really know. Again, shout out to my brother Equality Fragrances. Also shout out to my brother Cali Reviews. He also tagged me too. I apologize, I left you off the beginning of the video when I talked about who tagged me, but shout out to you too, brother. And I hope everybody has a blessed day. Hopefully everybody's smelling good. If you woke up today, you're definitely winning. Stay tuned. We got more videos coming. We got new fragrances in here. I'm so behind on reviews. I'm definitely going to get caught up here in the near future. So if you can, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'm out. Peace.